Ryan now off the bootleg. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he is down at the 48. A pickup of 4 that started at one 48-yard line and ended at the other.
At the 48-yard line.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. On the handoff, it's Gurley. And a nice run. They're going to take this close to the first down marker at the Bucs 41. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the first down.
On first down, Ryan. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted, Carlton Davis picks it. And the return will stop right around the 25.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31.
Ricardo Allen brought him down.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
From the 31, Brady. And this one caught by Cameron Brate. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Score Buccaneers 7, Falcons nothing.
Three tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. A handoff to Fournette. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line.
He was
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
Up 2nd and 2.
Here's a give to Fournette. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4.
Up 3rd and 4.
Five men in the secondary now for the Falcons on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Brady. He's got Evans. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons 39. First catch there for Evans, good enough for a first down. Falcon territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. From the shotgun to give to Jones. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
He's taken down.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure you're back. You spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
That's right, baby. They don't want it. Right there. 54. Right there. Right there. 54, Mike. You remember me? You remember me? Let's go, baby. That's the West. Okay, Alabama.
From the gun, Brady. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that is caught. But he will come down out of bounds, says the side judge. Incomplete. Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. And it's 3rd down. Play action. Now it's Brady. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 17-yard line. It's a gain of 16, first down Tampa Bay.
When Mike Evans sees man coverage, I don't think he's the only guy who gets excited. I'll guarantee the guy throwing the ball does, because guess what? He's got a lot of options about where to place it because of Mike Evans' size and frame.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. They go back to the ground with Jones. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Foyesade Aluakan made the tackle there from his safety position.
2nd and 6.
Now a draw play. This is Jones. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
The Bucs on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Now a play fake. Brady. And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucs. Mike Evans there to make the grab. And the Buccaneers here finding a way to stretch their lead. Extra point try now for Succop. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes the score Buccaneers 14, Falcons nothing. Bradley Pinion to kick off for Tampa Bay.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
At their own 19-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early? Yet again, Ryan is intercepted. It's Devin White, the linebacker. And he will score. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
Buccaneers.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick six. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. Extra point put through by Succop, and it's now 21-0.
Bradley Pinion.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Boy, and now they can't even get a play off. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. From the shotgun, Ryan. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Blocked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
Now a 1st down carry by Jones. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Down at the 31.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Fournette.
Leonard Fournette on the carry. He was tackled at the 27-yard line. It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 3.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We remind you that coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will be alongside. He'll have highlights and analysis from Orlando of this first half of action. On play action, now Brady. And that is incomplete.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Now Ryan Suckup will come on and try the field goal. This from 44 yards out, left hash. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through, and the route is on. It's 24-0. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
At their own 23-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
Well, no, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
That
throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
It's a gain of 2 yards, and it's third down.
From the gun on third down, Ryan. He completes this to Russell Gage. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
First down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
I got 83. I got 83. Me. Single receiver. Hey, express. Single receiver. 58.
Play action. Ryan. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. It was the linebacker, Devin White, there to knock it away.
Hey, CD, let's peer ahead to week 3 on the NFL slate. I'm looking down at the schedule here, seeing what catches my eye. How about the Rams at Buffalo? That's a pretty good game. A couple of 2-0 teams. Dallas at Seattle. What else do you have?
Well, how about Green Bay at New Orleans on Sunday night? We always talk about quarterback matchups that we'd love to see more of. You don't get to see very often Aaron Rodgers and Drew Brees, and this could be the last time if Drew Brees indeed heads towards retirement after this season. And how about the one that's going to cap off the weekend? Kansas City at Baltimore.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, how big is that one, right? Because there are a number of us who think that this is a preview of the AFC Championship game. But I want to go back to one you mentioned, the Rams and Buffalo. 2 quarterbacks that continue to have to prove their greatness, or even that they should have the job. Jared Goff with the Rams, and of course Josh Allen with Buffalo. Both of them off to really hot starts and looking good.
On third down, Ryan. And a throw there going to be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Here's Sterling Hoffrichter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. He gets this away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this one's out of bounds. Should be inside the 10, I think it is. At the 6-yard line. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
A little bit of space there for the first down run, as that's going to get him about 5 yards.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a first down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
2nd down and 5.
45. Mike, 45.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And obviously not fooling anybody here as they stop him behind the line of scrimmage. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. A couple of extra defensive backs in the ball game here on 3rd and 6. Here's Brady to throw. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
Incomplete. Results in a 4th down.
Here's Bradley Pinion now as he's on to punt for Tampa Bay. A pretty good punt, but a nice 13-yard return. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. So the halftime break behind us, and we are back underway with the third quarter of action. And he'll be out of bounds here, a yard shy of the 25 at the 24.
The Bucs take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Brady going to bring the Bucs up with a first and 10 at their own 24.
Hey, check it. Check 45's the mic. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. 45's the mic. Hey, let's get some penetration here. Let's get some penetration. 45.
Brady going to fake the give to Jones and set up to throw. Looking downfield for Godwin. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a second and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down, then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary, now on third.
65.
They fake the handoff. Now Brady looking downfield for Godwin. And he can't quite pick it. No interception so far. That probably should have been their first, but at least it's 4th down. Here's Bradley Pinion now as he's on to punt for Tampa Bay. Taking it about the 16. So possession goes over here on the punt. And that will come the offense as they take over. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And Charles, they trail by 3 scores. Look, they're not completely out of this, but it's sort of go time right now.
Yeah, and they knew that coming out after halftime, it was going to take a collective effort to get back into this ball game. The defense got the stop for them, so maybe that can get things started. Now the offense has to pick their game up as well, and if they can put a score on the board, hey, they could get back in it in a hurry.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
They'll stick to the ground game with Gurley. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. To throw is Ryan. And he gets this one to Ridley, complete. A gain of 6 there on first.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
Now a draw play for Gurley. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 12 yards there and a first down.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. So on the heels of the run by Todd Gurley, another 1st and 10.
Get ready, get ready, get ready. 45's the mark.
Now it's Ryan. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. From the gun, it's Ryan. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5.
At the 5-yard line.
A gain of 32 that time.
Ready, 25. Switch up, switch up. Hey, check Mike 45, check Mike 45. Check tight, check tight.
Out of the gun, it's Ryan. And he's got his star receiver. It's Jones for the Falcon touchdown.
Touchdown.
A 5-yard touchdown catch. And the Falcons get a bit closer. The touchdown all set up by the big play one snap before, but they finish it off here with a shorter completion, this time for the score.
I like how they stuck with what got them there, right? The big pass play, got the momentum going, right? That's, you create it with a play like that, and you come right back with another pass play to finalize things off.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that'll make it 24-7. Now following the touchdown, Hoffrichter to kick off. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. 25. Check 25. Check 25. Regular.
On 1st down, Brady. Flushed out right. And he's going to keep it here. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
Let me breathe for a minute. Let me breathe. It's too hot, drop the top off
Ball at the 23, second and 8.
Ready? Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4. Here we go. Got me too. Here we go.
On play action, it's Brady. Airing this one out for Evans. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And they will. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break, taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Ryan. He finds Smith out of the backfield. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Falcons.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now it's Gurley. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
William Golston.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
They go play action now. Ryan. Rush coming, and he's taken down. JPP cruising in for the sack that time.
I think we've seen this before. If someone's down 3 scores, that situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, third quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons. Operating from the gun, Ryan. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Jordan Whitehead. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike. Let's put him on the buses. Let's put that team on the bus. Check.
So after the INT, it's Brady. That's complete to his running back, Evans. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Right about 20 yards on the pickup. And officially, they'll say it's going to go for 19. On the delay, Jones. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12.
Jones, the ball carrier.
Dante Fowler in on the stop.
At the 12-yard line. 2 yards.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
No, 66.
54. Mike 54. You. Mike 5-4.
Off play action. Brady. And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucks. Mike Evans, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the interception by the Bucks D leads to a touchdown. Suck up for the extra point. And the lead is now 24.
Is good. Makes the score Buccaneers 31, Falcons 7. Bradley.
Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And he returns this to the 22.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Throwing again. Ryan. Hit as he throws there, incomplete. Julio Jones once again the intended target. 3rd down here.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. This one caught by Ridley. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. It's a gain of 13 and a 1st down for Atlanta.
And a Falcon 1st down.
Off the play fake. Here's Ryan. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 40. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
2nd and 11 now.
Check, watch 54, watch 54. Check. Check, crunch.
Hold 50.
What's up? Check, Mike 54. Mike 54.
Hit.
And let's pin the mirrors back and go full strength. Whip.
And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay. That's going to set them back 5 yards.
Check and reload.
Mike's 54. Mike's 54. I'm coming. I'm coming. I'm coming. Sham. He's coming. Double up.
Hey, ball 66.
Off the play fake. Brady. Evans has it left side. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 30. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Get in the weight room.
Brady gives this one off to Jones.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, it's hard to have vision as a runner and find a hole when there's nothing but defenders in your way. They stacked that one up really well. But give him credit. Instead of trying to bounce it out and turn it into a big play, which might have turned into a big loss, kind of just took his medicine there and took the 1 yard.
On 2nd down, here's Fournette. And pretty good running as he'll be close to a first down at the Falcons' 20-yard line. Give him 8 yards there. Still a few inches to go, though, as it'll be 3rd down at about the length of the football. Third and inches, and they've got some extra beef up front. 3 tight ends.
45. Mike, 45.
We ain't giving him nothing to do. Shadow.
Mike, 45. And here we go.
Sugar.
Off play action. Brady. And oh my goodness, what a catch at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends.
It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal.
They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And this Buccaneer offense, they're running away with this one. As that lead just swells and swells. Look, this has been dominance in all 3 phases. Offense, defense, and special teams.
So don't we have to give a lot of credit, not just to what we've seen today, but the preparation in advance, coaching staff, commitment by the players to the game plan, and being ready to go in this one? You're exactly right. Clean sweep. And, boy, they're going to celebrate this one after it's over.
And on the other side, this is the game film you just flush and never go back and review. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. Here's Smith to return it. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. They'll set up the screen to Smith. And he is going to lose yardage here. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
Boy, how good has this defense been seemingly all game long.
I really think right from the first snap, I think you're really onto something there. In this passing game, it just can't get off the ground. In that play, it wound up losing yardage.
That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. And he's going to have the hook up to Gage. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They tackle them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
From the gun on 3rd down, Ryan. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. There he goes, right side. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late, but he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. And, Charles, I had an offensive coordinator tell me one time that they design every play to score. I don't know how true that is. I mean, he had to run a long way after that catch. Heck of a play.
I think that when he was telling you that, he was designing run after catch in every play. I mean, that's the only way to put it in there, and that's what we got on that one. Nice catch, an even better run for big yardage.
And he puts it through.
Makes the score.
So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. And the Buccaneers able to recover. Their hands team does its job. The risk reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play. And here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them. And field position leads you to that type of play calling. And whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things. Now they've given up that type of field position. The advantage is switched to their opponent.
Fournette, a first down carry. And he'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards.
Brought down at the 35-yard line. A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. They'll run it again with Fournette. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down. And quickly we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1.
Come on. Right there. 54. Right there. Right there. 54 Mike. Come on, G.
Off the play fake. Brady. He's got Evans. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Makes the score Buccaneers 45, Falcons 14.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
19-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Ryan. The left side completion to Jones. 20. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
Early on, you hit on it. Needing to avoid the big play. Easier said than done, though. There's a big touchdown.
Yeah, the big thing is when he does get his catches, you've got to tackle him and get him on the ground. Obviously, weren't able to do it on that one.
Coup for the extra point.
And the lead is down to 24.
Makes the score.
So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And the Buccaneers able to recover. Their hands team does its job. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie.
Jones, the ball carrier.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Check, check. Block 54. Block 54. Listen, quiet now. Alert. Hey, one set. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. You ain't got nothing. You ain't got nothing.
Right there. 54. Right there.
50.
Again, it's Jones. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
The ball carrier.
Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
53. 54.
Oh, yeah. And here we go again. Here we go.
When he hit.
He's checking. He's checking. When he hit.
Now a play fake. Brady. The catch made by Miller. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, there's just about a minute left in this game, and they're still taking it into the end zone. And you know they could have taken a knee there, but they decided to play this one all the way out. And I think their philosophy is, we're going to give you everything we've got. If we just go ahead and take a knee now, we're actually showing you disrespect that way, like taking pity on you. They're not about to do that to their opponent.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Makes the score. Buccaneers 52. Falcons 21.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away.
Now this will make it into the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
16-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up on Levante David. And he'll take this back down inside the 20. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
45, 45, 45, Mike, 45. We own them. We own them. Kill. Hey, Alabama.
On play action, now Brady. And he's taken to the ground, but he was pulled down by the face mask. Here come the flags. And I believe this is going to be a 1st down. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10.
Let's go, defense. All right, who we got?
6 guys. Check 6 guys. No, 60
A toss running left, Fournette. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
A loss of 2.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Check 45 to Mike. Check 45 to Mike. 72.
Brady will take a knee here, and that should just about do it.
Today's final score, Buccaneers.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Bucs are winners here as we say so long from Tampa.
Thank you.